major investor is on the line, and Will is your host. Will is your host. And we are coming right over the teletype. And we are talking about SHIB, the number one asset class for cryptocurrency on the World Wide Web. And why crypto? Why not? Because crypto is the only place where you can make a lot of money very fast. And if you're smart, you can get in and get out of most crypto exchanges. So the gateway, like any gateway drug that's very popular, is SHIB. Why SHIB? Well, where else can you buy a token or a coin for less than a penny? Less than 1 penny. Even less than half a penny. What about a hundredth of a penny? Even less than that. At about 10,000ths of a penny. Well, now we're talking. That'd be Terra Luna. That would be, was it BitTorrent as a coin? They're also on the cusp of 6 zeros or 7 zeros. Elon is also 7 zeros. You can buy them for 7 zeros. You can buy a crap load for $100 or buy a crap load for $50. But big warning: most of these coins will not be in circulation in the future because they fall out of favor. They're not making as much money. Anyway, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody in the world, and thank you for coming. And hopefully, we can make today's session a little bit more entertaining than we did last one. And we're going to get things started with a couple little things. This one is going to be about how popular is SHIB, and it's growing very very rapidly all over the world. SHIB is growing, and why SHIB? Why do I cover only SHIB, and why do I talk about only SHIB? Um, I'm not like the rest. They go wherever it's wherever the volume perks up. That's where they go. I'm not like that. I only care about coins that are actually losing the amount of coins in supply. So when you look at other coins that are out there, none of them are losing in supply that they can't stake it and remint it. That's like a company, if anyone does any investment at all. If a company comes out there and says, we need to reinvest in ourselves, we buy back our shares. Okay? Once they do that, what happens to the company? The company may go down. Okay? Because they're spending money, the money that they have in cash, to buy back their shares, increasing their value because it lowers the amount of supply that's out there, so it drives up demand. SHIB is doing similar same thing, but instead of buying their tokens, they are liquidating them in the form of burns or throwing them to dead end wallets that they can't retrieve. And there's no governance. So anything with no governance, and this is why it throws everybody off. No governance means that no one's in control of SHIB. But the only ones that are in control of SHIB are the people who hold it. Me and you, and we're only 1.3 million, and we're holding close to 65% or over 67% now, I think. 67% of SHIB. Because every time they do a burn, every time someone does a burn, that incorporates a 1.3, even if we keep it the same number, guys. If we keep 1.3 million of us and we do more burns, we are actually grabbing more market share. Make sense? So we're stealing market share away from those that are selling it, because those that are selling it got less chance of buying it back at the same price or lower price. They can still do it because we're not burning enough tokens, or we're not liquidating enough tokens. But because we're liquidating so many tokens, and we liquidated over 239 trillion of them. So if I go into my calculations here and I show you, just how much we've burned, and I'll tell you exactly how much we've burned. And where are you? There we go. Okay, so the burns as of today, on April 2nd, we have total burned in the last how many days? Between the 23rd of March to the 2nd of April, we have burned 239 trillion, no, 239 billion, 69,446,746 tokens so far. So, tokens. For all those that are pot smokers, I'll be right in tune with you. Every time I say that, maybe you want to start a new drinking contest or a token contest. Anyway, to get into perspective of what we're trying to do here, and then this is the popularity of SHIB. So we look at the popularity, and this is one thing we love to do, is we like to talk about how popular SHIB is. So right now, the number one Googled investment out there for cryptocurrency is SHIB. The number three cryptocurrency that's held by the longest running SHIB is still number one. Think about that, guys. We are the longest running company held by investors. Now, why is that? Because they believe in SHIB. But they don't believe in SHIB, they believe in the SHIB community. Why would they believe in the SHIB community? Well, I have no idea because maybe they think it's cool. It's cool to believe in the SHIB community. It's a wonderful thing to believe in the SHIB community. It's a good thing to see that our that people are starting to pay attention to the SHIB community and what it means, and what it means to do these kind of maneuvers, have these kinds of aspects to it. And if you do some math on there, you go this total supply minus this supply is not equal to this supply. Now I don't know why it's 9 billion less than what it says. I don't know where those 9 billion are. Maybe they're holding them off to figure it out. But anyway, that's just one aspect of it. And it could be because there's 15 trillion being held, but that doesn't explain 9. And remember that we're holding 65% of this number, not this number, 65% of this number. This is already being held, so this has been taken out. So this is whatever this is. It could be a week, month, day, year that they could be staking it. Okay, we have no idea when that stake comes available. Those go right back into circulating supply. But we're trying to eliminate the circulating supply by burning it. And then we're asking the companies like Costco, Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, A&W, Wellies, um, if they came up with a 25-cent burn on every single transaction. That's not 25 cents on like a Big Mac, 25 cents on on every single transaction. So it's like a tax, right? Every 25 cents will go towards that tax. That's what we want. Not on every item, on every transaction. So McDonald's has got 1 trillion served. Okay, over a trillion served in over 30 years or 40 years that they've been in business. That would incorporate how many burns we would actually see. If it's 25 cents, you think about it, right? If they burned every single transaction, they do a billion transactions a year. How many is that? That is a crap load. Now think about it. 80, 80 is it 800 stores or 8,000? 80,000 stores. 80,000 stores worldwide, all doing a burn and do a billion a year. How many? How much is that? Okay, that's like 25% of a billion. That is 250 million every single store times 80,000 stores. You have any idea how many burns that would be? That would be insane. That's exactly what we're trying to do. It's exactly what we're trying to say. We get those burns going, we liquidate the amount, we actually make more money. And they make more money because they invested in SHIB in the first place. So if they're burning it and buying it, they're actually doing two things that's going to help them make even more money. And that's what we're trying to get across to everybody is that We are the SHIB community. We are trying to incorporate it and train you on how to make more money. And the only thing that makes sense is SHIB. Like, it's a guarantee that you're going to make money. But when is it going to start? It takes one company to start it, and then it starts a snowball effect because they see the wealth that they're making when they're not actually doing anything more than what they're already doing, buying and selling. And then they're asking the SHIB community to stand behind them. SHIB community is going to stand behind them when they see these wallets that they're putting out there burning hundreds of tokens. Don't have to burning millions. They got to be burning hundreds of tokens. Put that in there every day, every single day. They see that number. They see these numbers every single day. They're the same numbers over and over and over and over and over and over. Every single store comes online, does the exact same thing. Tim Hortons does it. Dunkin' Donuts does it. Krispy Kreme does it. Um, Wellies, Walmart, the list goes on. Nordstrom. If they started it, they would understand that the more they burn, the more they earn. And this is going to be a trademark statement from every single one of us. The more you burn, the more you earn because you're driving up demand. And there's only 1.3 million of us in the world right now. So we're doing our part, right, to get this message out, be part of a huge community, and do what we can to get the information to the right people so that we can all start accumulating more and more money. Because wealth is an admiration of all of us. We don't want to be poor. Who wants to be poor? If you sell SHIB right now, you'd be poor because it's less than a penny. And I can't give you legal advice on it. There's no analyst, there's no broker in his right mind that's going to tell you to buy SHIB and hold it for a long period of time. Not one of us will do that for you. We know it's a guarantee, but we can't tell you that. You know why? It's less than 1 cent. It's less than half a cent. It's less than tenth of a cent. It's less than thousandths of a cent. It's almost up there with ten thousandths of a cent. So that's exactly what we're saying. It's less than 10 thousandths of a cent. How the hell can we help you? It's almost sitting at a billionth of a cent. If it loses a zero, it's sitting at a millionth of a cent. That's the truth. 100% of the truth. So how can any analyst or anyone predict what's going to happen? They can't. It's impossible for them to predict it. Because at any moment, one company, Facebook, takes it on and says, you know what? Every time we do an advertising, every time Google does an advertising, every time Shopify does a transaction, they're going to start burning it. They're going to start liquidating SHIB. And they can do that on every single transaction. All they got to do is come up with a disclaimer stating, we are supporting the SHIB community. Here's my public wallet that I'm going to be using to burn SHIB with every single month or every single day or every single time it reaches $2 million, $3 million. I'm going to send it to the SHIB burn portal. Every time they do that, they don't have to disclose how much they're buying. They do have to disclose how much or what time frame they're looking at burning SHIB. And if they do it on every single transactions and every single company out there that's struggling right now were to do the exact same thing, think about it. It would start a snowball effect into what was going on. And here's the best part of everything that's being hidden from everybody. Countries could do this. But the more in debt they are, the more they have to buy. So Japan would have to buy, I figured out that they would have to buy almost 60 to 70% of SHIB. And right now we have about 125 trillion in circulation, roughly 125 trillion tokens in circulation. That's being traded on a daily basis. So in and out, money in and out, floating around, or they hold it for a couple of days or a week or 2 or 3 weeks, or even a month at a time, just to get that 30 to 40% increase and then sell it off. There's 125 trillion tokens out there that's being manipulated this way. And they continually do this because it's the crypto way. So if you understand crypto and understand what's going on, that's what is going on. Anyway, this is Will, your host, and I'm happy to provide you all the information on SHIB that you can and provide you on what the popularity vote on SHIB is and how SHIB is looked at by its peers. Activities. Toka coin. So Toka or Toya token reveals plans for Shiberia and underlying benefits of the Shiba ecosystem. Now they have been burning massive amounts of tokens, guys. Last couple of weeks, they've burnt over 6 billion tokens in just 2 to 3 weeks. They have massively undertaken the whole concept of burning. So we have to support Toya token, and that's the whole point of being part of the SHIB community is being able to support tokens that burn SHIB. Exchanges, if they start it, exact same thing. And I would strongly suggest that they do. And there's so many of them out there. There's over 130 of them, 30 exchanges, and to provide security and sanctity for their communities and for the people that are putting their money on their platforms and they're hedging it, they don't have to worry about it because they're burning SHIB and holding SHIB at the same time. So it's in their better interest to do it. And they can buy a crap load more SHIB than what me and you can buy. Right? Just saying. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth, and that's all I have to say for now. Please like, subscribe, and comment at the bottom. Can't make anything happen with our with my promise to you. My promise was this. I promised every single investor out there that if they get me monetized, I would burn 80% of my take on YouTube. That was my devotion to the YouTube channel. That I would burn 80% of what YouTube paid me to support the SHIB community. And I do that because I'd rather have a little piece of a big pie than have no pie. And I'm not monetized right now. I don't have enough followers. I don't have enough subscribers. I don't have enough likes. I don't have enough people watching my videos. And that's the bottom line. So I owe everything to the SHIB community. Therefore, I should pay the most to the SHIB community. Take in 20%, pay use 80%, and then doing so, that would increase the demand that I have on my channel. Then I can post more videos. And hopefully not the same videos like I have been posting with a similar notation, right? Try and give it a different twist to it so that we would understand that this is what we're burning today. When I tell you we're burned 239 billion tokens from April 23rd to April 2nd. From March 23rd, sorry, not April. March 23rd to April 2nd of this year. We have totally blew out of the water the 81 billion that we made, that we burned in a year from um, March to April 1st to March 1st, from 2022 to 2023. Totally blew that out of the water. Wait until we can do the same again with what we got going on. Anyway, this is Major Investor, Will, your host, saying ciao for now. Let's get her done. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's see what we can, because it's our SHIB. It's our company. We have to support it. We are obligated as investors, holders, company owners. We are obligated to help SHIB get better so we can all become millionaires, SHIB millionaires in the future, so that we can look back and be like Bitcoin and Ethereum and say, I want that Porsche. One million, one SHIB buys whatever you want, or 10 SHIB to buy a house, or 20 SHIB to buy a house and a boat, or a mansion, depending on what your lifestyle is like. But anyway, you can't live in a dream, right? You have to make it a reality. So how are you going to do that? Well, the only way to do that is support the SHIB community. Thank you and have a great evening. Peace out, everybody. Love yous, and I wish you all the very best. And we'll see what we can do in the near future to get this off and running. But we can't do it without the help of all of us. Without further ado, we're going to call it a day and an evening, and I'm going to wish you all the very best. Wishes all the very best and have a great evening, everybody. Peace!